Well then. Alright, gonna do a quick vlog and then go to bed. It's kind of fucking late for me, but saves time. In the background is just a replay from games tonight. I'm not going to be scrolling through it, so watch as you like. Played a bunch of times as support. Actually worked really out nice for me. I decided I was going to go support early on, so everybody could play whatever role they wanted to. What I'm trying to do is get myself back into shape for... I'm trying not to watch how horrible I did. At the beginning of this game I just fucked up, and then I was like beast mode later. Skip ahead to where I'm more impressive. Trust me, I'm really much more impressive later. Anyways, so don't expect anything amazing. Wait for the Twitch bullshit to buffer here, and then I'll just talk for a moment. So I decided to do a 7K viewer little bonus, whatever. I'm gonna hook somebody up with a skin. It's not like some magical code or whatever. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, but somebody's gonna get some sort of nice buff. Also, Twitch is pissing me off. Seriously, you can't give me anything. Bear with my technical difficulty for just a moment if you can handle it. That's where I died because I did something good with 1.3.11. Anyway, if that picks up in the background, great. If it doesn't, then sorry. I'd prefer to have more interesting content for y'all too, but fuck it, I'm not dealing with technical shit. Alright, so here's the deal. I did the 7K giveaway. The giveaway was just, you know, all about doing something nice for people that watch. People that watch are most of my pals, you know. All of us kind of hang out, play our games together. I dig it. I got a decent job, make money, so I'm happy to do a little something something. My bet was on Brad Wong being the winner. I was expecting he would be the magical guy that would inflate all of the stats, but he didn't. Instead, he did. Well, I don't know. I'm guessing Rue won with the new account that Demigod Forums. He's good about that sort of thing, but we'll see. I've got I don't know. I got you guys that watch this from time to time, and then I've also got a few random people that I've met over time that enjoy watching this shit too. So that's the only thing that might have shut down one of you guys from winning, and I was hoping one of you guys would win. So anyway, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on with that. So right now I'm in ranked conditioning mode. I don't feel like I'm incredibly fucking great. I kind of go in spurts. Like I'll feel like an incredibly good support or an incredibly good AD carry. That might not be true, mind you, but that's how I'll feel. So, you know, I'm good to go and pulling some shit and doing my thing. Right now I'm kind of trying to get into shape for ranked. I quit playing ranked a little bit ago once I hit gold 2, and I kind of hit a roadblock where things weren't doing as well, and I think it was kind of due to my shitty performance. So I decided to try to step it up and do my thing and whatever. Wasn't working, so I'm like, alright, well I'm going to practice, I'm going to work on strategies, I'm going to work on different things. All that shit I've been doing, the AP Corky thing. So, for anybody that hasn't watched in a bit, I toyed around with AB Corky. AB Corky's great because he has ranged burst and he can run away, but it's just a bullshit novelty build that's not even fucking remotely good. Right? Some jackass at Diamond can pull it off, and, you know, if a Master Yi chases him like he did in that one video and all that shit, oh great, Master Yi chased Corky in a straight line, and Corky was able to light him up from full hit power to nothing because the Master Yi was a fucking idiot. That's not all that impressive, and who gives a shit? But I was interested in the playstyle and trying to figure out, so... Anyway, the secret with AP Corky is Leandries. That's really all there is to it. His burst with his rockets are incredibly high damage, reasonably easy to hit. The big one's easier than anybody else. That's every, you know, you get to store 7 rockets, you get every third hit is a big one. And you can spam damage at a distance, but you can't fucking go in. You gotta play like a fucking pussy. You can ward up the towers, blah blah blah. It's all playstyle, and you gotta play Corky way differently than anybody else would, right? But it's just useless. So I got in the mode. I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna work on my AP's mids, right? So I decided what happened actually, which was interesting. I was playing AP Corky, And I'll probably ramble for about 10 minutes total. I'm going to call it a night. We'll see how I do with that. And I'll cover a bunch of other things more interesting than this. But anyway, AP Corky. I tried that against Brad Wong, right? And Brad decided to be a dick to help me test out my AP Corky. Brad Wong decided he was going to go Galileo, or Galileo, which I always say wrong, mid. And now this build with Corky, right? It gets Leandries. Sometimes you get that jungle item that procs true damage over time. And Leandries, and that build versus Bulwark with Spirit Visage is just stupid. Like, the thing that I've learned about Galileo, is Bulwark is incredibly strong, based on the right situations. Like, if you're a Galileo up against a mid that managed to get, sorry, brain fart. If you're up against a mid that managed to get, you know, Leandries or any of those items, Galileo, his Bulwark does so much fucking healing. Like, if you get Spirit Visage, and even just a little bit of AP, you're literally healing, for every single initial attack, about 300 HP. So if you manage to get into a big fight and people are hitting you but not doing real damage, or you're getting like hit on an edge of something where it doesn't do as much hits, or a creep wave hits you, you heal up like the biggest, baddest motherfucker on Earth. It's like ridiculous. So after I saw that, I started toying around doing theory crafting and trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to do all this shit, how I'm going to work it. And my goal was to try to get a maxed out Bulwark and do as much, you know, get the Spirit Visage as quick as possible. So as I toyed around with it, I decided that, you know, this build is not ideal for the team because my damage is shit, right? Anytime you're going to spend a ton of fucking money on Spirit Visage, even though it's an amazing item for Galileo, not just talking about the Bulwark, but talking about the stats he gains, like, for what he pays, he gets like an extra 2k gold worth of stats, some bullshit like that. It's some stupid number, right? Without even factoring in the extra bonus he gets off Bulwark, which is huge. Like, Galileo is a stupid op champ. He's stupid strong in that, I mean, think about this. Imagine any character in the game right now and decide that you're going to give them a bonus anytime they choose of 90 MR and 90 armor. You're going to give somebody the ability to bump up to take like next to no damage right in the fight. And with Spirit Visage, you're also going to give a chance to, while you're not taking any damage, you're healing like a motherfucker. Right? It's fucking sick. But the problem is, how do you get that into the game? And the other problem is Galileo's, his range damage is just bullshit. Like, he's got good, he's an early mid, strong champ, but come late, he does like nothing. Like, his AP scaling is 50%, which is awful. Like, just ridiculous for an AP mid. So, I mean, they give him a nice little bonus because his MR turns into AP with his passive and all that stuff, but it's just fucking stupid. So, anyway, you think about that. So, whatever his max level Q, let's say, I don't know what it is, but we'll say it's 300 damage, right? And you have 400 AP. Well, that 400 AP turns into 200 bonus, so now you're doing 500 damage a hit, which sounds impressive, but you're hitting tanks with it. You're hitting whatever. Anybody in the front line, you're fucking them up. Because the AD carries in the back. You're not doing anything. You can flash and alt, do that. That's great when you pull that off. Awesome, but not enough damage. So I changed my build and I decided I have to get Leandries. Leandries works really well with Galileo. Granted, the dude only has 2 castable damage things, and he has his alt, which is swell. But it's not a hell of a lot. But Leandries make a big difference because he can do like really good ranged poke on his E. Any of that hits him does, you know, 2% damage of their max hit power, so it's good at whittling down tanks down the fight. It's really easy to hit people and start doing some extra damage. It's ideal if there's any sort of siege comp to some degree. But bottom line, you got to get Leandries. You want to get Spirit Visage, but there's really no good time. I tried a bunch of builds, blah, blah, blah. I haven't had the ultimate thing. All I know is I'm rushing Chalice at the start and moving on. Anyway, I think I'm onto something. It's not good against ADs mid, but it's an incredibly strong counter to Brand. It's a really good counter against other AP mids. You just gotta, you know, the real question is whether or not you land your fucking hits on your Q and your W. If you do that, you can sustain and do fine. Anyway, that's it with Galio. I really dig him, and I think there's a ton of potential there. And even better, and also worse, is that Riot's seriously looking at buffing him. And I think what's sadly going to happen is that people are going to end up realizing how strong he is. Because honestly, I don't think anybody does. Like, I was playing a game tonight against like a Brand, and the Brand was so mid. But he literally went all in on me like a few times where he cast Assault, flash in, try to snare everything. Even if he hit it all, he wasn't going to kill me. There was no chance in hell he was going to because of Bulwark. And his passive, it's like everything heals Galio against a Brand. So he can burst me down all that stuff, but I'm just going to walk out. So what would normally have been a kill against, like, the Brand would have picked that up, I'm just chilling. So... and that's the big advantage, because people don't realize how strong it is, because, I mean, think about it. How often do you play against a Galio mid that's, you know, working on their Bulwark and all that crap? Okay. So anyway, there's that. I'm trying to get tuned up and back in shape for ranked. I've got, I'm going to look it up. You won't be able to see it on the screen because the way I got this, but I'll tell you. I'm just looking at my current Elo decay. I think I've got about 10 days left to get back into ranked. I just played one game ranked, this like Nasus jungle, which is a really weak jungler for me, but you know, my best junglers now have completely morphed into being Zac and Shyvana. So it's all about tanky folks with damage, and that's a good thing. Where's my fucking Elo decay? Lazy ass thing. 12 days. So I got 12 days to get a ranked game going on my Gold 2 account. I want to hit plat before the end of the season. That's it. I think if there's anything actually interesting to talk about. I apologize for ranting. I just don't want to put some bullshit up on the forum. So, whatever. I'm waiting to hear back from the guy that watched the stream and won the little competition with the 7K views. I'll let you guys know who that is, just some random or what the deal is, but and what I give him and all that stuff. I don't have my pals list as far as I know, unless it's Brad being a shit, but you never know. And, yeah, look up a few other people. So Briff is at Silver 1. I played one game with him tonight in ranked, using my alt account, which is just like a cakewalk. He ended up having to go support, whatever, but he said he got to his promo series once and then got fucked, and now he's kind of in a shitty state. He's in Silver 1 with 56 LP. He was at 50 LP before he played one game with me. So he's literally getting 6 LP a game now after going like on a bad beat after getting ready for his promo series. So he's got some fucking work to do. I don't know if my playing with him, my account is... yeah, I shouldn't have hurt him at all. I'm like Silver 3 on my alt account at Elo Decade, so... it should have been pretty even, but it was like a fucking cakewalk for me. Like, I'm not a good Nasus player, and I just walked around and destroyed shit. But this guy, you know, so that's 6 LP per game for whatever reason. And he's at 50, so that's like what? I don't do the math, but that's a bunch of games he has to win to get there. So, he's got some work, but hopefully he can get to gold. Let me look up Carl here. I think Carl was in a similar boat. Not quite as bad, though. I think Carl's like all set up for his promo and all that shit. These are my buds, though. I really hope they get their shit together and get all the way up there. Alright, so Carl... 51 LP in Silver 1, so he might be in the same fucking boat. He was doing his promo series, and it looked like he played a bunch and maybe got dropped down. He's been putting some time into rank, though. So, yeah, let's see. 2 days ago, loss as Warwick, loss as Warwick, loss as Warwick, win as Warwick, win as Warwick, loss as Tarek. So, yeah, he's still kind of on a bad beat. I hope he can get there, though. There's something about ranked where, like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it means a lot more to me when I mean, I don't mind playing the occasional duo queue game with you guys and all that stuff. I like it, it's fun. But it means more to me, you know, like if I'm doing solo queue, and now I'm platinum getting solo queue, you know. A few weeks back, I was gold 5. I think I maybe played one or two games with the folks that I know here, and the rest were just solo queue, and I got up to gold 2. You know, that feels nice. Anyway, I'm worried though that I'm right now at 0 LP in gold 2, so it's possible I get demoted. I've never been demoted, so I'm not really looking forward to that shit, but it could happen. And that's why I've been taking it more seriously, kind of practicing getting the mode. So right now, this second, if I went back and played ranked, I could be a good support. I could be a good jungler. Anything else is kind of up for grabs. My AD carry is a little... I think it's lacking a little bit on the killer instinct edge. My last vlog I talked about being like a... I don't know how I worded it, like a game changer or a playmaker, right? Like I can sit in lane and farm and do my shit, but that killing edge that comes from being like, this guy just stepped one step too far, and now I'm all in. I was really lacking on that. It's kind of fucking a weak thing. So, honestly, what I probably need to do is spend a little bit more time working on my AD carry, and then I'm more than likely good to go back to ranked. So maybe over the next few days I'll put some time to that shit and hopefully get better and hopefully do a good job. But we'll see. But I don't know how you guys are, and I'd actually be really curious to hear. Like really honestly curious. You know, what do you guys do? I know not all of you that watch this are as into ranked as I am, or into like becoming a better player. But you just had a bad tear in ranked. What's your mindset? Like, do you go back and practice something? Have you decided that the only reason you're on a bad tear is because people fuck you up, or, you know, somebody on your team feeds and all that? I mean, there's a lot to it. I mean, it certainly can happen, and Carl will attest that there's many instances where you just get a shitty-ass team, and what the fuck are you going to do? How are you going to carry every motherfucker on Earth? There's only so much you can do. I've been in situations too where I'm jungling and like the top and the mid and the bottom all need magical gank because they all got wrecked. So, well, what do you guys do? Me, I know what I do. I take some time out. I start rethinking my strategy. If I'm fucking lacking mechanical skills, I'll play some games against bots, and I'll, you know, for whatever role it is, I'll just work on, you know, whatever champ I think I might play, because they all have different damages and all that shit. I'll spend a little time, you know, maybe a game or two a night, and I'll, you know, practice less hitting. I'll practice getting my shit together. I'll practice all that crap. That's me. Or tonight, for instance. Like, the last, honestly, the last 3 or 4 days, the only thing I've wanted to do is play Galio mid. Wanted to practice that, get that down, try out my little tests and everything, be really on top of that shit. But I didn't get to do that. I mean, that's fine. But I play with people who like different roles, and everybody's fine, but it's like, you know, Carl likes jungling, and Carl's been playing a lot of ranked, and he wants to blow off steam. So I'm not going to make Carl go play some shit role if I want to jungle, right? I might be like, alright, this one game, I want to jungle, you guys do it. Like, in normals, I don't always think the same way. Like let's say Hedgie is going to be a much better mid than I am, right? I'm trying out my Galio thing, great. What's best for the team? What's best for the team is if I play a better role that I can carry out of either jungle or support right this second, and Hedgie to take something he's stronger with, right? But when it's normals, I don't really care as much. So I'm just like, alright. I care that Hedgie wants to have fun and all that stuff, so that's the whole friend angle. I don't really care as much about the win-loss, I suppose. But at the same time, you know, I'm not going on this Galio shit without any thought, any foresight, any angles. I thought through what I'm going to start with. I practiced all the shit against bots. I practiced all the shit. I cover all the angles. I'm not being a dick and fucking around. I'm just, you know, doing what I can do. So, I realize this is a ton of rambling, so if you like that sort of thing, hey, kudos. Kudos to you. You're a winner. So, that's it. Next few days, I'm going to work on AD carry here and there. I'm going to force myself to. I'm not really in the mode. Kind of like laying back and trying this stuff. Galio is actually a really safe mid. You know. I should probably challenge myself and pick up the speed on my top and AD carry. But I'm going to focus AD carry because I'm usually... My MMR's pretty good, so I'm likely to end up being close to the top for picks, but... Whatever. Anyway, that's it. This was probably my most rambly vlog ever, and that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys again hopefully tomorrow. See y'all.